Yo, hey, what's up, everybody, man? Listen, we are back once again. I'm gonna take a quick second and allow some of the my people to jump in right quick. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and go to my social media networks and start sharing this right quick. I want you guys to do the same. If you would, go ahead and share. Tell everybody to jump in on this conversation. It's going down tonight, y'all. Listen, tonight, we're going to be talking about uh, uh, the situation within relationships, and this is a situation that we call the switcheroo. So the question is, how much do you actually share? How much should you actually share when it comes to relationships and a new relationship? How much about your past should you share? Should you be the nice guy, nice girl, whatever, and tell everything? Is there some stuff you just shouldn't tell, shouldn't share? And the big question is it a setup when the other person is so sweet and they just want to share all of their hearts with you about the past? Listen, people are jumping in right now, so I'm going to just tell everybody, go ahead and share this. If you would, share it. And we're gonna get started, man, because I believe that we're gonna have a good time tonight. So, right quick, like I'm gonna just pull my team on right quick. I got in the house tonight, Cam. What's up, Cam?
Good, I'm good, I'm good. Let we get the show rolling and we all stay clean and positive. That's it.
Okay, okay. Hey, Rashard, what's up? Rashard Brown, man, is back in the house. He's been on a little bit of a hiatus. He's been traveling a little bit and dealing with the fam. So, what's up, Shard?
Yeah.
Man, how y'all doing? Good to see everybody. Ready to make it happen tonight.
Okay. Well, listen, man. Now this is gonna be one of those topics tonight. I have a feeling that man, we might ruffle some feathers. Some people might get upset. I understand. Trust me, I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping that everybody's gonna jump in on this conversation, man, and be real. You know what I mean? That's the biggest part about tonight. Let's just be real. I want everybody to just be real tonight on this topic. So let's talk about it. The question that has been raised so much, how much do you really share? In relationships, man. How much do you really share? Do you or should you share everything? You know what I'm saying? Should you share everything? Like is it really a situation where you should really share your information with a person about your past and all of this, all of those things? What do you feel?
Go ahead, Rashad.
Okay. Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough one right there because everybody says they want you to be open and share everything, but we all know in relationships, the things that you tell, the things that's close to your heart, they end up being used as weapons, as daggers when things get heated. You know, so that's why it's kind of wow, you got to really get to know the person, and even when you get to know them, sometimes that's even worse because then they're the people that hurt you the most, the people that know you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel you need to tell everything. Tell a little, just a little something, around, go around the perimeter of it, but don't. Now, if they ask you something that you know that is deep about that something that's really deep that they want to ask you, like certain things. How was it in that relationship? Did you ever cheat or stuff like that? I think you should be honest. Then you don't really have a choice. Just be honest. But
Right.
if it's on you to make that move first, we playing chess now, so you got to be wise with your move. I don't think, especially with me knowing women, they would keep things and they'll keep asking you. And then when you get into an argument or something down the road, they'll bring it back up,
Right.
you know, and you have to hear it over and over, and it will never leave. So therefore, nah, I don't think you need to tell everything. It's not needed. Guess what? This is a new relationship, and we need to keep it new.
Right. I'm trying to make sure I got my Instagram. My Instagram should be on deck. I'm trying to see on my channel right now to see if my Instagram is working, but it's supposed to be. I don't know why I'm not able to see it. I still don't see the actual view. I don't know. Rashard, are you on your computer tonight, or are you on your you're on the laptop?
Yeah.
Can you just peek over at my Instagram right quick? I forgot. I can't even see it on my Instagram. I cannot see it on my Instagram. I won't be able to view it on my Instagram. So I was trying to scroll through right quick to see if I could see it. But can you just scroll and see if you see me live on there? So yeah, so this is one of those situations though, like, you know, when you really think about it, and you guys excuse my square in the screen.
I don't see nothing live from you though.
You don't see the live. Okay, never mind. So I was trying to check my Instagram to see if I could find it, but it's not showing up for me. So but at the same time, so when I really think about like the way things work, it's really strange, man. Hey Arlene, how you doing? Yep, good. Hey, good. I'm glad you jumped in. Hey May. So I'm really trying to figure it out, because is it a trick? Is it really a setup from the beginning? Is the question. You know what I mean? Like, is that really a setup from the beginning? Do people set you up? You know what I'm saying? For that? You know what I mean? They kind of ask you that question, and then they set you up because they want to know what they can use against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really crazy, because it's like, especially when, say for instance, if you ever share that you used to cheat, you know, does that change the way a person starts to think about you immediately?
Right.
I'm saying, like, if you ever, like, I'll give you a good example. I was watching Ready to Love, right? I was watching Ready to Love, and the crazy thing that happened on Ready to Love was the females, and it's amazing because it mostly came from the females in the group. They would ask the men about their life, their personal life, and their past. And then after they asked the question, they would go back with the other ladies and say, yeah, but he said he used to cheat. He said he was married before and he got divorced because he cheated. And then they kind of start using that against him. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that's something that females do primarily? What do you think?
Okay. What I think is that information is used to have power and control, you know, and a lot of information that's gathered that they seeking, they won't use it off rip. You know, a lot of them, they're not gonna use it off rip. They're gonna save it to when they feel that it's one of those important situations, or a situation that they want to be in control of, that they could use it efficiently. So, and just, you know, my experience has not been like getting information about me and then sharing it with somebody else, because I think a lot of the stuff, you know, I'm pretty much, my life is like I wear it on my sleeve, so it's not, I don't really have that much hidden stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's deeper things, like when you share things about your past, not even relationship wise, like things you went through as a kid and some of the struggles that you had with that outside of relationships and with life that you share. And when things can go bad, they can say, oh, well, the reason why we did this didn't happen because you used to bam, bam, bam. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I see more of that be used against me than just like stuff about, you know, that you used to cheat or you used to be with this girl or that girl. It's more other things that, okay, when there's a failure, when things didn't go as planned, this is the reason why it happened. Because you used to, or you did this in the past, or this how you are, you know. That's my experience with it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I had I had the experience with someone I was with before, and when we broke up, they try to send it to the next person that I was with before, track them down. They actually tracked down three of them. And it was over with me and the other three, but they actually brought it up there, and I got some calls saying that this person they didn't even know him, and they tracked him down in three different cities and
Wow.
told them what was going on. And
Wait, you mean like you told them about your ex and they went and found the ex and to get information from them about you and your personality?
yep, they try
Why
to
did you say that though? Because can I be honest, man? I actually had that happen to me. Strangely enough, I did not know that females like, and this is some look, I'm putting everybody up on some game. I have to do this because it's the truth. I actually found out that females actually like to connect to your ex or befriend your ex so that they
yeah,
can try. Women are on like a whole nother page than fellas. Like guys don't
yeah,
want to talk to the ex. You know what I'm saying? To the female's ex. They don't want to be in the same perimeter. They don't want to be in the circle at all. But females actually befriend other females that you've dated before just so they can find out the tricks, if you have any tricks, the type of personality you have, what they went through with you, the whole nine. It is really strange. I never knew that before, man, but it was interesting when I found out that that's what females do. That's strange.
Hey, no, because they only want to befriend the hot chicks, bro. If she done fell off and look bad right now, they ain't trying to be buddy with that. That's to stop you from going back to that one. Now we friends. You can't mess with him no more because we friends. And
I get it. So you're saying, okay, once females become friends, they know that there'll be more of a guilty conscience with the other female. If you go back to man, that's strategic. That's
bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it to befriend or friend someone used to date that's gotten
friends are cool.
they don't look good as they did back in the days. They ain't never befriended them. They always befriend the ones that still look good.
That's real.
But listen to this. This one was crazy, man. She was loca in the cabeza. She went and tracked them way out of town. And I'm like, when I found out, I was like, my God.
Wow. That's something.
Not one, two.
Was they still hot though? Was they still hot?
When you say hot, what you mean? You mean mad at me? Look.
Were they still pretty? Was
she beautiful?
Yeah.
No,
was your ex?
You talking about
they went to
the person that
beautiful.
The person that made the call, or the person that they made a call to? The person that made a call was the ugly one. They were the ugly one.
Okay.
Yeah, the ugliest one I ever been with. A matter of fact.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. So you mean to tell me you confessed that you was dating an ugly girl?
They're probably watching right now too.
No.
You know me. You know I don't care.
Here's the thing, though. Why the setup is the question? Is like why does like it's like in relationships, it's like you really supposed to be trying to like make the relationship a brand new clean slate. You feel me? Like why? Like I think that people, like, my personal opinion, I think that people should not share all of their information about their past. Exactly. I just like if this is a new relationship, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it new all the way through. Like, if you ask me questions about my past, you know what I mean? Like, it's better not to ask me questions about my past, because if a person is like really honest, you might not want to deal with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, let's just keep it brand new all the way through. Hold up, wait. I got the ladies laughing right now. Hold on a second, but I got a word from Mason. Mason jumped in. He said, I hate the beatdown when one knows one's past, both ways, man and female. True. And that's the thing. Like, you know, you can share your past, and then people can constantly mention your past. Like, everybody ain't really, like, even though you might not be ashamed of your past or necessarily trying to hide your past, you don't necessarily want your past brought up much. Like, you know,
every time.
the reason why you have, you know, you're trying to do new relationship is a reason why you have your, you know, you might have turned a leaf in your life or whatever. So it's like, it's not comfortable for some people to hear someone bring, especially the new person they're with, bring up statements about that person's past. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good thing. I mean, am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong, or am I the only one who feel like that?
Well, hey, bro,
You're right.
you know,
You're right.
A lot of that is just plain insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And especially as you know, as you get more mature, you should see less of that in the people you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Right.
But a lot of that,
That's a big word.
immaturity, being insecure,
Good point.
and wanting control. Trying to control
Good
a
point.
situation.
That's how they were. That's
You know,
exactly how they were.
like when I was out there in the streets, you know, and I was doing my thing, a woman couldn't ask me no questions.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Now what I was saying was, when I was out there in the streets,
Right.
you know, you couldn't ask me no questions. If a woman asked me questions about my past, I'd be like, who you is, the police? You the FBI? Why you asking me all these questions?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I felt anything was on definitely a need to know basis. If you didn't need to know, you weren't gonna know. I wasn't volunteering no information.
Right.
And I'm not gonna ask you no questions about nobody you used to be with. I don't care.
Right.
Keep it short and sweet.
Right. It's like, you really don't, you like, the past is what it is. It's the past. Like, is it really gonna does it make a difference at this point anyway? You know what I'm saying? If we're together already, you know what I mean? Is anything gonna change if you know about my past? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that something that you really want to be like? I just don't think that it's something that needs to be shared. Like, I don't think so. I mean, jump in with me if some of you guys feel different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, share it. You know what I mean? Tell me about it if you feel different. Hold on a second. I got May says, your past is your past, so why bring it up into your new relationship? Absolutely. I feel the same way, because it's like, you know, people kind of play this game of chess. Like, it's really calculated people. You know what I mean? People who calculate, it's like they have a whole devious side that you really don't know about until later. And it's like they calculate and play this game of chess, and they stack the deck against you, kind of like, because it's like they find out little things about you, and then they use all of those things to try to disqualify you in some type of way when things get bitter or bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, you kind of got to be careful. And Mason said, especially when they're not weighing in the fact that you were living a different lifestyle when you, right, exactly. It's real. Like, you know, I feel like this. Your past comes from the circumstances that you were in, or the people that you were around or subjected to. So it's like, in a new situation, you're not necessarily going to be the same person in a new situation. Just because you were whatever you were before, or did whatever you did before, doesn't mean that you're going to be the same person in a new relationship. In a new relationship, You know what I'm saying? It's different circumstances. So everything about that person could be different now. You know what I mean?
Now back then we'll say something like you know, I mean, you could have said something like you want my driver's license? You know what I'm saying? But remember that song you had? Google it.
Google it.
You want to know about me? Just Google it. You want to know if I've been in jail? You want to know my past? Just Google it. Google it.
Right.
Google it. Yeah.
Right. It's just really strange, man. When I think about it, it's just really strange. It's really strange, man, how people come into relationships with an agenda. Like they walk into relationships brand new with an agenda, like kind of like plotting the entire time to see if they can, you know, it's like they kind of like build the security around what they can learn from you or learn about you. You know what I mean? And that to me is like really strange. It's really strange.
But you know what? You could have lied to that person back then, and they still won't know. You know, I know guys who did that and told me, yeah, they asked me about this. I don't know if I could have tell her that because of this, because of that. And you're right. It could be a setup. You know, it could be a setup. Right. Sometimes in a new relationship, sometimes people want to hold on to certain things because they want to. If they feel like, especially if they're dating you, and they might have had another guy you don't know of that they might be dating on the side. They're probably trying to wait things out. Okay, well, he told me that lie. I'm out. You never know. It's a lot. It's a lot to it. It's a lot to it, man. You never know. Like you said, it could be a setup.
Yeah, people plot, man. Like it's crazy. Go ahead, bro.
Now I'm saying before I had lost internet over here. Did you guys hear what I had to say?
Yeah, we heard you.
Some of it, but go ahead and repeat it because you know it's this storm is kind of crazy here too at the same time.
Yeah. You know, what I was hitting on, man, is just like a lot of this stuff is for, you know, because of insecurity. They're looking for control. And, you know, I just feel that especially when I was out there in the streets, I would not allow anybody I was trying to date to ask me any questions. If they ask me a question, I'd be like, "Who are you? The police?
Right?
You know, you the FBI? Why are you asking me all them questions?" And I made it a point to never ask them any questions about their past, whoever they went with, because how's that gonna benefit us right now?
Right.
Unless they had some kids from them, you know what I'm saying? And those people had to come around. But if they don't have no kids from you, why are we talking about them?
Right.
You know, I don't care. He ain't doing nothing over here.
Right.
So yeah, that's a tough one, man, because I think that a lot of you got to do it on a need to know basis, bro. You just can't volunteer information, especially when you don't really know until you know. And wow, man, and even when you get to know some people really well, also, bro, it's just like some of the deep things, you know. When you've been in a relationship with a woman, she be like, man, why I really want to get close with you, open up with me, tell me your deepest secrets, and I'm gonna share my secrets with you, and you know, but some of us got some real dark stuff.
You don't really want to share all of that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't prepared for that. And
you don't want to know everything.
You don't want to really know everything. The truth is you don't. And here's the question. Okay, so all right, let me flip the script. Let's flip the script a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, fellas? If somebody shares some information with you, I don't care if you're really interested in this person, could the information they share with you change things immediately?
Yeah, I done had that. Okay. I know the chick, she was super hot. And I had a friend that was working at this phone, like, you know, answering service. You know what they call one of them call centers.
Right.
And I went up there to meet with her, and she introduced me to her friend. So me and her started talking. And me and her, and I went to go meet her at her home. And in the neighborhood, it was a guy I knew there and a girl. And they both told me she had mental health issues.
Wow.
That she done had them been committed a couple times.
Oh,
Wow.
Now that was like, wow.
Whoa.
You know, so
Whoa.
and I knew that, and it was like somebody who I really, you know, these two people really I had confidence and faith, and I knew they wouldn't. I know they love Big Dog, you know, and I knew they wouldn't be. They not saying that out of animosity or trying to keep nothing. They were like, bro, that girl got problems, bro.
Yeah.
Help. So yeah, that was one time in my life where I heard something about a person and I had to make a decision that I didn't want to go down that road.
Well, in a situation like that, what so in a situation like that, right? I'm just gonna kind of throw a curveball right quick. Hold up.
Lord, forgive me.
So have you ever, and this is one of those questions, I gotta ask this question because it just reminded me of something when you said that about the mental health issue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do this without laughing. So have you ever been in a situation where you stuck around just a little bit longer after you found out about somebody just because you felt guilty? If you just left, you felt like,
bro, she was a dime. Bro, this girl was a dime. I'm talking about she's a head turner.
Right.
In the business, she walk in, she gonna get everybody, girl and guy, she gonna get everybody attention.
But what I'm saying is,
hey,
have you ever stuck around a little bit longer and you felt like you just
no basis?
You
not me.
And I know I can be out of this situation, but I feel bad about leaving like this. And,
no.
I know what you really trying to say. I see Big Guy read between the lines. I know what you really saying, homeboy.
I told you about the stalkers I had before. I told you about the stalker. One of them dead right now, but you know, God bless the family. But wow. Yeah, but yeah.
You sound like you stuck around too long after finding out.
Yeah. Nah, I'm out.
You out immediately. You know, because some information just like, you know, what, you know, you kind of left stuck asking that question, what am I gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I gonna do with that? This situation is not good for me. You know what I mean? Like you really gotta think about it, man. Hold on a second. I got Mason did drop something on the line. Hold up. What did he say? What's your guys' take on bringing up your past before their time when there's anger in the relationship? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like most times, that's when you hear about your past. Like, you know what I mean? Like you share it with good faith in the beginning, thinking, okay, we good. You know what I mean? Like we sharing because you know what I'm saying? We getting closer. And then later you hear it brought up. When you get mad, it's like, oh yeah, you just like, you know what I mean? You just like you used to be. You probably, you know, all of those type of things just get brought up all of a sudden. So yeah, I think that's why we say, like, I don't really think a person should share too much. Like I really don't, man. I know people would love to know your history in every way, but man, listen, I believe your past can hurt you more than they can help you when it comes to relationships. I really do. I really do. And I know a lot of people are like, you know what, Thomas, I can't believe you're saying that because you're such an advocate for relationships. I am. But a lot of times when it comes to relationships, people really can't, everybody can't handle it. And a lot of people channel their anger when they get upset and they don't know how to channel it. So they use anything they can use to try to harm you with words.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You know?
I know.
So you got to be careful, man. You got to be really careful when it comes to that. I don't think it's wise to just go out on the limb and just, share a whole bunch of stuff with people, man. Like,
and that person I talked about before, they kept using this one thing that they knew that I did over and on, telling everybody, even went in the church and try to break me down in the church. And you guys know me. I don't care. You know, you're not gonna shake me, move me. I don't care what you try to blast me with. I don't care. Tell the whole world. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm looking 6 feet above ground, I'm gonna walk with my chest open wide. Because a lot of people like that get spiteful. They want you to have your head down and turn everybody against you. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Well,
All right.
I had a lady, a girl tell me this one time. She said, "I saved your reputation. I could have went and told everybody what you told me about what you did."
Oh wow. Whoa.
And I'm like,
that's deep.
We both, you know,
that's the
I
deep.
know your secrets too now. You know, it's not like
Right.
You too. I'm like, I never got to the point where I was so bitter and wanted to hurt you. Why would I go tell people stuff you told me that was, in the moment when you needed somebody to confide in, and you want to try to heal from this situation, and you tell me, why would I threaten you to go? That I would go there, or I save you. I could have told everybody.
Wow.
And that I was like, that was a lesson.
No, that's so deep.
Could I ask you a question? Could I ask you a question, Rashawn? That one thing that you probably did that she could have break down to everyone, just like me. I thought about it while you were talking.
Yeah.
That's probably the one thing you never even did to that person, but they blasted everywhere.
Man, I never went through, and really, it didn't really have nothing to do with. It didn't have nothing to do with relationships. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with a guy and a girl relationship. It was something that happened between me and another dude that I did to him.
Right.
And I was like,
Crazy.
That's crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Like, I'm glad you said that just now. Like, let's throw that out there, like, right quick. So, what are some of those things that you think should not be shared? What
criminal activities?
He's a criminal.
Criminal activities.
And behind and bedroom stuff, things like that.
Hey, bro, it's like
bedroom activities. Yeah, you don't share that stuff, man. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that with no. I ain't not gonna talk about that with nobody else that I'm with, about somebody else I used to be with.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's a big setup.
The things that I be like, it's like, okay, you trying to bond with them and you sharing, and they may have heard rumors about you in the past, right? They don't know for sure.
Right.
So once you get close, they say, hey man, I heard blase, this happened back then. Did y'all really do that? Or was you a part of them guys? Did that really happen? And you say, okay, yeah, okay, me and you down. We, you my girl now. We together. We in this together. Okay, this will happen. Okay. And then when she get mad, Mama go tell what's the name of cousin or what y'all, and I've seen that happen before.
See, that's like a Samson moment, man. It's like a Samson moment. Like all your strength is really tied into your past.
Man, look.
All of your strength is tied into your past.
This is how I felt. And I don't know if you other guys felt the same way. I always felt that she was always looking for a reason to take my cape off.
Wow.
Right.
To make me be Clark Kent. She's always looking for a reason to deny Superman. Make me normal.
Right.
To make me normal. Make me smaller.
If nothing else, bro, make you smaller in the eyes of other people.
Exactly. And I've seen that happen so much. I mean, the worst behavior what I would see when we would get around people that looked up to me.
Right.
Family members, they would go out of their way to let them know that I had
a bad history.
Or that I was that I did normal stupid stuff or messed up stuff like everybody else do. So the people that idolized me, that was looking for me for inspiration, they wanted to find a reason to normalize me or minimalize me in those people's eyes. And I've heard them say that so many times. Why I don't know why they look up to you so much if they only knew the real you.
So real, bro. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, it's ultimately known that, you know, the woman that you have with you, the person that you're dating, is your weakest link. That's just the bottom line, because nobody knows your life like them. So it's like whatever they know about you, it's like, man, it's like, I mean, you can even have those times where you say to yourself, man, I wish I never would have shared XYZ. You know what I mean? Because I know that all that needs to do is get out here or there, and it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, especially back in the day, it was like, man, you couldn't share nothing, like, because you don't know who you really dealing with. You know what I mean? At all. So it's like, so you kind of learn from that from back in the day, like you just don't really want to share stuff.
You kept your guard up real high, you know.
Yeah.
And I was told a lot that you have so many secrets. I don't really know you.
Right.
You don't share stuff with me. I don't know this about you, and this is the reason why I won't. This is the reason why I won't share things with you, because I know you're gonna use them for ammo. You know, it's not gonna be. You're not gonna use those things to edify me and build me up. You're gonna use it to try to tear me down.
And I hate it. Like one of my red flags is when I heard a person say, "You're a mystery." Like I'm trying to figure you out, but it's like I can't figure you out. Like when I heard stuff like that coming from a female, my thought process, it was like a red flag immediately, because I'm thinking to myself, why are you trying to figure me out so much? Why can't you just take me for face value? You start really realizing that the reason why is because you need to know everything, that what makes me tick, so you can know how to break it. You know what I'm saying? You can know how to get further in. And that's like one of those areas, man, where you kind of like, you have to be careful what you share, man. You just got to really be careful.
Yeah.
I say you should be years and years and years into marriage before you share all of who you were. I think so.
But you know what? For a man and a woman, maturity right away kick in. Like, I don't really want to care. I just want to focus on us right now. I don't care about the past automatically. But when somebody, like Rashad said earlier, is insecure of themselves, that's how they think. They want control, or they, you know. So
a lot of that insecurity, bro. A whole lot of it. And then, okay, here's the other thing also. Who is the dynamic person in the relationship?
Right.
See, the dynamic person, that's the one who gonna get all those insecure feelings toward them. You know what I'm saying? Because when you two step into a room, who lights the room up?
Right.
But they don't realize, but it's hard for a lot of people to realize that us together can really work that room together.
Right. You know, I'm sorry. My dad said that. He said when him and my mom was together, I remember him telling me that, you know, he could remember when he could look across the room at her, she looked across the room at him, and they knew if something happened in that room, they knew how to control it with each other. They knew each other. You know?
Well, I mean, you could compliment boy, everybody need a Michelle Obama, bro.
Right.
You need a Michelle Obama. Help you close the deal.
Right. Well, you know, that's you know, that's the name of the game. I mean,
that's the ultimate. That's what we ultimately looking to accomplish, to have that Barack and Michelle relationship. Now you look at their political campaign in the history of our presidents. What other first lady you know got up and spoke at conventions and stuff with the same power and authority and lifted her husband up like she did?
Right.
And
never, even if he had a flaw, never highlighted.
Never talked about it. You know, speaking on that, I remember
power. That's the real power of it. You know what I mean?
I remember watching this thing on The View, And one of the ladies on there she was a pro-Republican. I can't remember her name. And she was just very pro-Republican. She had said some stuff about Barack Obama. Huh? Sarah. Okay.
That was Sarah, yeah.
She had said all this stuff about Barack Obama on the show. And then she had the thing. She said, man, we went to D.C. to the thing, and Michelle seen me and pulled me to the corner. And she told me, that's my husband. Don't talk about him like that.
Oh, wow. I never heard that part.
Yeah, she said, you can talk about politics all you want to.
Right.
But you're not gonna talk about him personally.
Right.
Politics, but you're not gonna talk about my husband personally.
That's really like, you gotta be with somebody who protects you. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we needed Michelle Obama.
Yeah, you gotta be with someone who protects you, especially in, first of all, just being a black man.
Right.
First of all. Secondly, outside of that, there's a status quo already for that. You know what I mean? And then it's like people are waiting to hear the worst about you. Like they're waiting to find that one thing about you that says they're not as great as they claim to be, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your past is so important. Like if whatever you share, man, I always go back to Samson, man. Like you got every woman that you lay your head in her lap don't mean that that's a comfort zone, and it's not a safe place,
right?
Because you lay your head in her lap. You know what I mean,
bro? You hit on something that even take this conversation to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been talking about the things that we share, right?
Right.
What happens when somebody comes and tell your wife, a significant other, something about you?
Right.
Now, and she believes it or she feeds into it.
Right.
Okay. And my thing was like, what was their purpose of coming to tell you that? Was that to help you or was that to hurt you?
Right. Exactly. Right. Information, man. Information is always given for a purpose. The devil always came with a conversation.
So you got somebody walking around your house mad and upset about something
that someone else
done told her that you don't accept it to be a fact
before to you.
Yeah, well, no matter what you say, they don't accept that to be a fact.
Right.
And then, but then the funny thing about it, then down the road, the ulterior motive of the other person comes out.
Right.
Yep.
And that comes with the protection again.
Yeah.
Like so I always have this saying, man, defend me first.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if like I take that as deep as, say for instance, I make a statement to you. Before you get upset and take that conversation or that statement in the wrong way, defend me first. If you know who I am, you know that I won't do anything to try to harm you. So if I said something that felt a certain way, before you take that and create a storm out of it, defend me first by saying to yourself, nah, I don't think he meant it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's in conversation. Then on the other note, if someone brings something to you, the first thing I don't think so. Not my husband, not my spouse. Like those are the things you got to defend each other. Like, you know what I mean? I've seen, here goes something. I'm gonna go even deeper. I've seen people who were dead wrong, but their spouse would not turn against them for the sake of other people.
Right.
Oh yeah, seen that too.
Been there before.
Yeah,
definitely have been there before. When everybody was against me,
right?
You held me down. Right, you definitely held me down.
Right. Still defends you no matter what, even if it made her look bad in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still. That's my people. You know what I mean? Like so.
I've been held down before like that.
Yeah.
I feel like if a person approach, especially if it's your wife, right? One of her friends or anybody, the first thing she needs to say is, why? Why don't you go and talk to Cameron? You tell him. Period.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you
And
go.
I bet, yeah, ask Cameron. You ask him. You know, because I would do that for my wife. If somebody come to me, tell me something, I said, well, okay, well, you ask her. I don't want to hear anything. Why don't you talk to her?
Right.
You understand? And I think that's the way. See, a lot of people cow out, like, you know, I think it would just stop it. Period. They'll think before they do it again, or you understand?
The secret when they're up to no good. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put them out front, they have a way of changing the game, the story, and everything when it comes to it. We got a word. Arlene jumps in. She said, "Defend your husband or partner in public."
Exactly.
In private. Exactly. You always. And that's exactly. That's wisdom, and at the same time, it saves the embarrassment later. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot less to fix later. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
You know what women would do? They would be like, they'll be like, why Cameron did this way? Why did he do it that way? Sneaking it in like real soft, like the devil would do it. You know, why did he do it that way? And then try to confuse that person's mind, and they get mad to themselves, like, and then come to you and ask you question. Well, why did you do it that way? You're with me. You know what I'm saying? You should know why I did it this way, or you should just tell them straight up. Look, I don't want to hear it. Period. That's my husband. That's my husband.
Most, bro, is like if you was a bad boy, right? And most of us was bad boys, but that was who you was attracted to, that bad boy. We may have evolved a lot, but you knew I was a bad boy when you met me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't act surprised now. You know, you know how I was getting down. You know, it wasn't no secret. It wasn't like I was, out here been doing covert missions and acting like James Bond or spy. You know, we was pretty much wide open on the way we was living. Right. You seen that. You know how we was living. So don't act surprised now. You know. That's the one thing that I I don't like that either. When much where I was at. So don't hold things that, what the life I used to live 10, 15, 20 years ago, what they got to do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, bro, it's like people really do change their thought about you based on stuff that they hear about you from way back. Like and like for me, it blows my mind, like when a person finds out your history and then they use the term like, that's not my favorite person. Like I know about their past. For me, it blows my mind. Like, because it's like, especially when like everybody got a past of some sort.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when and most people, the realest, and especially like I'll say, like for me, for instance, the realest thing about me is that most people won't share the darkest stuff with anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care. Like, but like with most situations, people will share a little bit about their past, but they won't share the darkest stuff about their past. So it's like sometimes like you got to be careful too. Like you can kind of gauge a person, like what they share with you. You can kind of gauge whether or not you can share anything, because you can tell when a person is holding back. Holding back information. You know what I mean? And when you notice that somebody's holding back information, you can kind of gauge off of that. Like, look, I'm not sharing nothing, because you already know that person is not being 100 with you, and it's like they just use a little bit of bait to get you to give up a whole lot of information.
Yeah.
So
and
most relationships get destroyed from information about a person's past
Right.
more than anything else.
And a lot of times too, like especially with women, they have friends that they have that think that your relationship is going really, really good in their eyes. So they get jealous. They get jealous and they try to
Well,
yeah, man, try to intercept, man. I'm telling you.
I'm about to say something. I got
bro. It ain't just women. It be their brothers.
It
be
too.
cousins. It be all their mama and daddy them on the outside looking at. It be so many people on the outside looking at. Misery love company.
So wait, I got a question. Fellas. Now y'all
got a question.
Y'all gotta be real with me because I got a question. I gotta ask this question. So here's my question. Is it true that when your spouse, girlfriends from the past, whatever, when they have someone, their friends admire their relationship and admire their man and everything in that way? Is it true that females will take that moment to throw shade on their man so that other females would not like them as much?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen it done to people.
Like this,
I've seen that. Yeah.
The actual girlfriend themselves or spouse themselves throw shade to make it seem like he's that perfect just so that they can make other females not want their.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That always applies to the hot chicks. They don't ever do that to the ones that don't look good.
Right.
They feel threatened by that. They feel that she looks good or she
fake,
fine.
Richard, the ugly ones, Richard. Say.
Look, I done had like assistants that worked for me. I had one girl, she was kind of big. She was no threat. I ain't never, but I had one that was pretty and she was that wasn't happening. You know, that wasn't happening. That was a problem.
Oh, well, I had Mason say that they'll also use your past to validate how they are acting and treating you. Also, the lesson they're feeling of you when things aren't right. Okay, wait a minute. So I think what he's saying here is that they'll use whatever the information they've gained from you about your past to validate if they're acting nasty.
Hey, no, I get that.
If they treat you some type of way and it's a moment for them to act out, they'll use your past to validate it.
When they act when they acting not oh, you used to I know what you
Yeah.
They also use it to exit too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they also use it so they can exit. Leave the relationship.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, okay, it was never a problem till we got a real problem. Now we got a problem. Now you're through the problem. So I had to leave him because I found out all he did was XYZ. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah. Then they start knocking people down that's high in their family. It could be their mom, dad, people that's real close to them, to make you look a certain way. So that way, when they get out, that way it could be, see, that's what he used to do. That's why it didn't work out. You know?
The females too, though?
Huh?
Do guys use that for females too?
No, but they just cheat and get out.
So you said, so guys don't use that. So you saying that guys don't use the females.
They get caught and they get out. That's it. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's too funny. Way too funny. Man, listen. All I know is I know for a fact, man, that you really gotta really deal with people slow. You gotta deal with people slow. You just really as much as you like a person and as much as you would like to not be the average guy, so to speak, that doesn't talk a lot, doesn't share a lot, doesn't connect a lot, because see, they use that whole thing about sometimes like about you connecting emotionally and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
But you would like to
exactly.
conform to the female reality of life, you really gotta move slow, because what you say can and will be used against you
in court.
in the court. Oh,
Court of law.
No, man, I don't want to sound biased, but I do have to be realistic, like according to what like I've experienced in the past. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't think guys use it like that much. I don't think guys really want to know everything about it.
No, I don't.
They don't. Usually they typically don't. They just say, look, this is what we at right now, and it is what it is. But you know, it's kind of rough, man. I think females just kind of look at playing the game like chess. You know, they want to cover all bases. They want to know everything about you and know how to tear you down and destroy you if they need to. Like, you feel me? Like, they hope they don't have to, but boy, they want to have enough to where they know they got enough ammunition to destroy you if they need to. But hey, what it is. Listen, guys, it's been, look, this is a good talk tonight, man. I know my peeps everywhere. Thank you guys for jumping in with us. Before we get ready to go, Rashad, man, give us a last word.
Yeah. Hey, like my attorneys say, keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. The more you talk, the deeper it's deep and hard to get out of. So keep your mouth shut.
All I gotta say, I second the motion.
And then look, take your time, move slow. The relationship is going to be a long journey. So you got plenty of time to share once it's too old to get out.
Yeah, plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. Yeah. Definitely, man. Fifth on everything. Do you have a past? I don't. Did you do any dirt in your past? I didn't. Yeah, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. How many partners have you had in the past? I plead the fifth. You got to just be realistic, man. Don't share all of your information in the beginning.
Yes, sir.
It's going to only be used again. And y'all have a blessed night, man. This is good, though. Had a good time, man. Just having a conversation. Man, everybody, we'll talk to you guys again real soon.